What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to the 4th episode of Monster Doctor. This one's titled The Lamia with an Incurable Disease. Now this one's interesting, and I'll get onto that in a minute when I talk about this week's episode, but to briefly mention last week's, also, sorry, it's a day late. Things happen sometimes. So we met Kunai, very appropriately named, Kunai being the famous weapons of Japanese samurai, along with like shurikens and stuff like that. But yeah, we met her. She is a bodyguard to Lady Scaldi, the chairwoman of this city, this prosperous nation that allows humans and monster girls to coexist in a way that is not detrimental to the monsters of their unique circumstances. So, for example, you've got was it the Marrow Way? Was that what they called this place? The Marrow Waterways, there we go, almost got it right. Where all the mermaids and mer people live, which is very nice. So Kunai is hunting bandits. What they were doing, I don't know. If they were robbing people, I don't know what their MO is. It didn't really go into it. But she loses an arm, and it's then revealed that she's a flesh golem. She is an amalgamation of different flesh components from various people in order to create a new entity by some mad scientist. And as a result, she has a distrust, because that scientist called himself a doctor. He clearly wasn't. So she has a distrust for doctors because of that. She then also loses a leg in trying to pursue these people again, instead of waiting. Well, while she was searching for the arm, she's jumped again and loses a leg, which means Glenn has now to find both body parts, which he does. Apparently her arm was thrown into the water, which is why, so Tasalia finds the leg, the centaur, and then it was Lulala, I think it was. Yeah, Lulala has Kunai's arm, which has been thrown into the waters, so she gives that to Glenn. And it's revealed that the body parts can still feel and react, even when they're detached, which is fairly expected, honestly, and led to some of the moments of the scene, it must be said. But he stitches them up properly, and he kind of gives her the confidence that, like, I forget exactly how he worded it, but like, you are your own person. Like, you're not just an amalgamation of everyone else. You are your own person to that extent, which is a boost of confidence to her, and maybe made her a bit more trusting of at least one doctor, which is nice. We also met a slime girl before we even met Kunai, which I wasn't expecting. So yeah, we've got a slime girl confirmed. Although I don't think she's going to have a main arc associated with her based on the intro, at least. Because she doesn't appear on the poster, so I'm going to assume she's not important. It's just, hey, there's slime girls as well. Fan art, have fun. Maybe in the light novel or something, she gets a story dedicated to her, I don't know. But we also meet the Tarantula, who is a friend of Safe's. They have a bit of a fun argument. And then we have Safe dropping the bombshell that she's pregnant. So I'm assuming this is going to be a Safe-based episode. It says with an incurable disease. I don't know what that's meant to be referring to, because I looked this up because I was really curious. I thought to myself, snakes laid eggs. I was like, wouldn't she just lay the egg and not be like pregnant in this way? But I was like, is that true? Do snakes lay eggs? I was really questioning myself. I was like, snakes lay eggs, right? But then I was like, okay, look it up. It depends on the snake. Some snakes lay eggs. Some snakes, like, there's 3 ways for snakes to give birth. Some just lay an egg. It's not like a typical egg that we think of. It's like a softer egg. Then there's ones where it stays inside, and there's 2 different ways it can live inside and then be born live. I'm like, okay, I learned something today, apparently. But also, I'm curious if they're going to go with the Greek mythology Lamia story, because the whole story of Lamia was that she was she like a queen of somewhere, and had like the favor of Zeus or something, and then another god resented the fact that she was with Zeus or something like that. It was something to do with Zeus, and another god got involved and cursed her to, whenever she did bear a child, it would be killed, or she'd kill her own child. And that kind of sent her insane and turned her into a a baby hunting monster, and the snake imagery kind of developed more in popular fiction after the fact, I believe. I think it was like much later that the snake thing really took hold. Like, I think they said something about the snake in the original Greek mythology, but I think more commonly now with the whole bottom half snake, top half human, that became something. So I wonder if they're going to go into that in any way, like stealing of children. I don't know where that could possibly go with it. Maybe that is the incurable disease, that cursed by a god to be this way. I don't know. Or if it's just going to be talking about pregnancy. Also, another thing I learned about snakes, they choose when they're pregnant. Like, when you mate, like for humans, you mate, you get pregnant. There you go, you start the 9-month process. But for snakes, you get impregnated by the male, which is a whole ordeal. And then they can store that sperm for up to 5 years and then choose which sperm that they want to be impregnated with. Like, they can store a certain amount. Like, they can have multiple males store. It's weird, okay? Biology is weird. The world is weird. Nature is weird. I went off on a tangent researching this, and I was like, what am I reading? What am I doing with my life? Here I am, an anime reaction channel, learning about snake sex. That's what this show has done to me. So I'm going to be curious as to where they want to take this story. If they're going to go Greek mythology, if they're going to go snake biology, or what. But it looks like Kunai is going to be... It looks like Kunai is going to be prevalent anyway, because she's in the thumbnail on the Crunchyroll page. Anyway, with all that said, none of you wanted to hear about snake biology, but hey, we did it anyway. We're going to start this episode here. As always, these are time-based reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the time for the episode, as well as... Well, that's it, actually. I'm still in the old habit of that somehow, even though I've been doing it for like a month or two now without that. I'll count us down 3, 2, 1, play, and then on play, I start the episode, you start the episode, and we'll be in sync. I'm watching the official Crunchyroll version, because that's the version I have here in the West, in the UK specifically. So watch along with that one. If you don't have a subscription, it will be free after a week, so that always works. And I'll call out the OP and stuff, and obvious ad breaks for those that are watching alternate versions as well. So, with all that said, looks like we're all good to go. Oh, no, I didn't fix the timer. Let's do that real quick before I forget. There we go. So, with all that said, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, backstory. We're expanding on this, are we? Mm-hmm. And that was his motivation for becoming a doctor, essentially. First humans live in a monster dorm. Interesting. I wonder how that would be perceived by the fellow monsters. And there she was. Alright. There's Octopus Lady. Kafuli squeals. Skell? I'm not sure. Did by clinic. Hell yeah. She's now pregnant. I don't know how, but it could have been any time in the last 5 years. OP time, alright. But if we are going with snake biology, it could have been 5 years ago. I don't know how old she is. I don't know the difference in aging between Lamia and humans, so I have no idea. All I know is that Glenn ain't done it. Also, if it wasn't Glenn, would she be happy about being pregnant? I don't know about that. It's good OP. Yep, Tasalia, Lulala. We got the Harpy Girl. Kunai, Flesh Golem. Meme, Arahina, Kafuli. Yep. And then, of course, Lady Skadi. And our boy Glenn. Alright, here we go. Right, yeah, so can we explain this now? Oh, he's just... Oviparous? Okay, that is that's the one that lays eggs, I think, right? And she's just carrying a box. Of course. Oh, but she does have an. That's the wrong type of egg. Yeah, okay, so you just found it, okay. Oh, okay. And is this how we get a harp? Okay. So she has heat vision and there's bandits, okay. Interesting. Okay, so this is the bandits that we were dealing with. Oh, damn. Get bodies. Where's Kunai when you need her? Are they coming back for the egg? Ah, okay, so still affiliated to Kunai. Fair. Slavers. Ugh. Okay. Hello, Alberto. Central Council, alright. She's already here. Oh, damn. Who are you carrying? Okay. Pfft, just drop that body. Alright. Illegally trafficking harpies, okay. Yeah, that sounds all too... That's all too believable. Probably. Yep. Okay. God, she's so badass. I love her. Going to the waterways, okay. Okay. They have a plan in action already. Fair. Could be helpful. Yeah. Oh, hi. The Skadi's here as well. Obviously. This is probably something that Skadi detests more than anything. Let's go. Okay. Fair enough. I don't think... Oh. I don't think that's the case, but... Oh. Interesting. Right. Okay, it helps. I mean, fair. I'm sure she's fine. Right? She agreed. Absolutely fair. Mm-hmm. Alright. Is that already an outbreak? I guess so. Oh, okay. It's in the waterways. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you be ready for this. Alright. Okay. Save the harpies, yeah. I mean... he's starting to pick up on it. Alright. Oh, it was a trap. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, Thessalia. Alright, here we go. Wow. Of course it is. And the other one as well. Nice. And we got a bow as well. Alright. I don't think they're fellow anything. I don't think that's true. So they're... Okay, so they're not bandits so much. Uh... No. They have. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well said. I mean, yeah, you charged with a dagger to someone with a lance. You're never gonna close enough. Come on. Alright. Alright. Okay. Ringleader, okay. Oh, yeah. Level warp perception of... Yeah. Or you could use those skills elsewhere. Alright, here we go. Holy. I was not expecting this level of animation for a fight in this show. That was actually really quite good, like, sword fighting animation. Ah, they're fine. She's not just a figurehead. The entire patrol's going for it. Hell yeah. This is pretty hype. None? Oh no, they're here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And this is the one from the OP, I believe. Alright, here we go. What's going to be the problem? Stomach hurt. So, trying to lay an egg, but... Excessive stress, okay. The egg's stuck. Got it. How is he going to do that? Okay. Yep. As expected. Yep. Yep. Like, this is actually somewhat serious and, like... Yeah, so... This one's not quite as bad as previous ones. Oh, love it. God. I'm guessing that's love. Oh, nice. My lineage. Interesting. Okay. Poison assassination techniques. Interesting. Oh. Oh. So she's there to... Oh. That's a pretty dark history. I don't think you would have. Definitely not now, for certain. And that illness is love. Oh boy. Poison dagger? Yeah. Alright, Lady Scully, it's up to you right now. Or Kunai's going to come in at this point, I don't know. She's going to wake up. Where is she? Back at the clinic? Looks like it. Not the clinic. Oh, council room, okay. Paralyzing, okay. Natural resistances, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Alright, we got them all good. Alright, nice. Good. Everything worked out. And she's worried about him asking questions. She gonna say it? Wait, really? Okay, they were all well informed right from the beginning, okay. Okay. Hmm. Oh. Interesting. Hmm. Wow, the backstory between this is way overdeveloped for a show of this type, I feel. But I love it. You still have one? Well, you don't have a secret. He knows that secret, really. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh boy, Jesus Christ. Oh boy. She likes it forceful, I guess. So who's walking in? And oh boy. And now she's embarrassed. Hmm. Okay. Oh. I'm in love with him. Mm-hmm. Alright. Solid episode. Alright, so I think it was overporous or whatever the over. Is it overporous? It's over something. I'm just going to double check to make sure of that because I think that was implying that she is the type of Lamia that doesn't get pregnant like that. Yeah, this has actually got a... Like, I say this every week. The show has way more force put into it than I think this type of show ever deserved. Like, we all know these types of shows, right? They're here to make sexual innuendos with monster girls just for the purpose of it, right? There's never a deep story or much in the way of character development behind it. If it is, it's just there to facilitate more sexual encounters. But this one's very thoughtfully done. They've got the politics of the world setting up here. And, like, it's just well crafted. And I will say, the past couple of sexual encounters, maybe I'm just getting a bit desensitized to it again, but I feel like they've toned it down a little bit compared to the first couple. Well, at least compared to episode 2. Anything else? The centaur with a sprain. That's rough. So we're going to be focusing on the side centaurs again. I forget their names. What were their names? We met them before, though. Let's see. Kay and Lorna, and it looked like... Which one? It looked like... I think that's Kay. So I think we'll be focusing on Kay this time. And she sprained... She sprained one of her legs somewhere. Interesting. Cool. I'm going to be getting more centaurs now. I'm surprised we didn't really spend much time with the harpy. Is it Lily? Illy? I don't know what her name actually is. That font, I can't tell if that's an I or an L. I'm going to guess it's an I. Yeah, it's Illy. It's not Lily, it's Illy. Illy the harpy? Odd name. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's just... It's just well-crafted show. Like, I can't bash on this show. Because it is... hang on. Over... There we go. It's just... Yeah, so most snakes are oviparous, which means they lay eggs and the eggs hatch together at the young ones. So... yeah, so her type of lamia would lay eggs rather than being pregnant, like, visibly there. So that's why he was just like, yeah, this isn't... I know you're joking with me. What's actually going on? Cool. But yeah, this show, like, something like that. It's like... There was no need to do this. They could have just played off the pregnancy joke and it's like, surprise, it wasn't. But it's like, no, I know that your type of snake would not be like this. And they even put the term in. It's like, they didn't have to go through that much effort for that joke. But they did. And I respect it for that. And the enemies that we've built up here for this past couple of episodes at least are fairly interesting, and it's a fair point. With the war between monster girls, or monsters in general I should say, really, monsters and humans now being over, the mercenaries that were forced, or that would fight that, it's like, the war's over, and I guess you could say this for, like, real world wars as well. It's like, the Nazis, let's just use them as an example, the Nazi soldiers, just because the war was over and we now had peace, doesn't mean they immediately liked the Allied forces. Like, far from it. I'm sure many of them would have continued and wanted to fight beyond that point. I'm sure many wars that is going to be the case, where soldiers in that, many of them will be thankful for peace because it means they're not risking their lives and their loved ones are safe and all this. But some will have such deep resentment for the enemy that even afterwards they'll be like, no, we must keep fighting. I don't know why we stopped. We should never have stopped in the first place. They are a scourge, they are evil, whatever terminology you want to use. And having those types of people in this world as well makes perfect sense. I really like the way they built those enemies. They said they arrested every single one of them, so I don't know if that means that I don't know if that means that we no longer have that. I'm going to imagine that the amount of people that see the monsters in that way, I don't think it's just confined to that one group. I imagine we're going to be running into future ones as well. I don't know what, though. I imagine we will run into more people like that are hateful of monster society in general. I don't know how many, but we might find some more as we go on. Like, if we're gonna have further interactions with Kunai, I feel like most of our interactions with Kunai are either going to come when we have to deal with Skadi in any way, if she ever has a medical inquiry, because I feel like that might happen at some point. Or, yeah, Kunai's interactions will probably come from that, or from dealing with more of these types of people, because that is her main role outside of just guarding Skadi for investigating all these incidents that are happening. Like, Skadi would trust her the most with that, so it makes sense. But yeah, next time was what did it say? Oh yeah, we're dealing with the side character centaurs that we found with Thessalia. I think it's the same ones. It looks like the same ones anyway. Kay and Lorna. So yeah, very, very nice. That just leaves... Cyclops is the only one we haven't met now, isn't it? Cyclops is the only monster from the OP I think we haven't met. We have met Spider technically, although Glenn hasn't. We have met Illy, the Harpy. Although we had that one interaction with her to help her lay the egg, and then that was it. We never really had a moment for Glenn and her to talk or anything. So I imagine either this next episode she's going to show up, or I don't know. We'll have future scenes with her, I'm sure, because they want to use the Harpy to some extent, so I'm sure it's not just for the sake of having the trafficking thing. I'm sure they'll want to have more scenes with her. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry it's a day late. I'm glad I've watched it. It's a very, very interesting show, and like, honestly, it's better than I think I'd ever give it credit for. Like, this is another one of those shows like Rent-A-Girlfriend. Like, I expected Rent-A-Girlfriend to be kind of trashy. I expected this to be really trashy, but no, there's actually a way more care put into it than I expected, and it's been thoroughly entertaining because of it. It's still got its ecchi moments that it gets in there, but like I said, it justifies them. It doesn't have ecchi for the sake of ecchi. It has justifiable reasons in a medical context that make perfect sense, like the way he was touching the inside of Lulala's gills, or dealing with Safe, or the Flesh Golem. It's like, it's all very believable, which is concerning in a way when you think about it like that. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. It helps grow the channel out. We're approaching 250 subs, which is the goal for the season. I think we can make that since we're nearly at the halfway point this season. Well, between a third and a halfway through the season, depending on which shows we're talking about. Yeah, leave a comment on what you thought of the episode, as well as the show in general, how it's going so far, how the pacing is going, because I think this is based off a light novel. Yeah. How's it doing compared to the light novel? Is it pacing well? Things like that. Although I don't think pacing of this show really matters so much. And don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Summer 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.